Rodions, can you give us some thoughts and comments about tonight's game?
A tough game. The halftime was pretty good, but then we kind of came out sloppy, and as we expected, they'll come out aggressive, and we just couldn't respond to that at the beginning. Then we found a way, but didn't do the job in the fourth quarter, unfortunately.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay, let's say first of all, I want to congratulate with our opponent who played a very solid game. Numbers prove a very excellent performance also from the arc, where they're shooting the ball very well. They proved their potential. From my side, I'm very proud of the game we played. It's impressive how we approached the game in terms of focus, energy, and desire to impose our basketball style. Then, of course, during game, it's difficult to face such a physicality and such a tones of talent. Was pretty normal that we were missing some energy because play team like them, it cost a lot of energy, both ends, to compete with their intensity. But since the end, we gave our fans the vibes and the emotion that we were here to compete, not only just to celebrate the goal we achieved. So I want to underline the excellent performance of our opponents, but on the other hand, I believe that Team Latvia also tonight really deserve to have the applause of their fans.
Thank you, Coach. And we'll take questions for the player first in English, if we have any.
Good evening, Rodions. I'm Adrian from Main Basket Indonesia. I really want to know from your perspective as a player who played the game, what is the biggest difference between these games and then the last game against France?
They just play a different kind of basketball. They play fast-paced basketball and more physical, in my opinion, than France. They try to catch you on your own mistakes.
Do we have any more questions for Rodions? We'll go ahead and take some in Latvian so we can let him go. Right here? Is that okay?
Yes, of course. It's okay.
Rodion, šodien tev rezultīvākā spēle pasaules kausā. Treneris jau pēc Francijas spēles slavēja, paskatieties, cik minūtes spēlē 30 un tikai 2 punktu liels ieguldījums aizsardzībā. Kas tev lielāku baudu sagādā? Palīdzēt komandai punktus gūt, un kā tu novērtētu otro puslaiku šai spēlē?
Man sagādā baudu darīt to, kas pamēr. Man nav svarīgi, vai es iemetu vai neiemetu. Man ir svarīgi, ka es daru savu darbu, ko no manis grib treneris, un palīdzu komandai jebkādā veidā vinēt spēli. Otrais puslaiks bija bišķiņ, nezinu, man liekas, manuprāt, es zinu, ka treneris mūs paslavēja, bet manuprāt, mēs iznācām bišķi negatīvi un bišķiņ kaut kādā veidā softķikā bišķiņ tā izgājām, un mēs negaidījām tos triecienu no viņiem. Uz ko mēs pēc tam atradām spējas piecelties, bet pēc tam bišķi 4. pietrūka varbūt spēki un bišķi pieļāvām kaut kādas kļūdas un nepareizs lēmums, un tāpēc arī atdevām bišķi spēli. Bet enerģija bija līmenī, es domāju, un mēs cīnījāmies līdz galam to pašu, ko teica treneris.
Do we have any more questions for the player? Yep.
Jānis Benziks, Delfī, Rodion šodien pamatsastāvā devies kopā ar brāli. Cik varbūt īpašs moments tas jums abiem bija?
Jā, protams. Vispār šis pasākums ir ļoti īpašs moments priekš mums, un arī tā pēdējā spēle, kur bija tas moments, kur tiešām es vakar pārskatīju kaut kādas vairākas reizes. Tas ir vienkārši neiedomājams emocijas piedzīvot šo visu kopā, un, protams, arī šodien iet starta pieciniekā kopā ar viņu.
Do we have any more questions? If not, we'll move on to the coach.
All right, guys. Good night.
Thank you. Yep.
Coach, I wanted to ask what happened with your belt during the game and Italians' emotions, normal thing when that didn't like the referee about the technical foul?
No, the technical foul was okay. Let's say part of the game in order of okay. My feeling was that was not the same criteria to judge the contact from the very beginning. You know, you come to play Team Canada, 3 referees from America. Doesn't sound fair. Contact. Don't look at the name they have on their shirt. Žagars deserve the same treatment than Alexander. It's not a matter of salaries. It's not a matter of popularity. It's not a matter of age. That's why, you know, the conversation at some point became a little bit tense. But okay, the technical foul, if they want to go with that criteria, I believe the other coach deserve a couple. At some point, he was in the middle of the court. It seems that FIBA rules works for somebody, not for somebody else. They impose us to stay perpendicular before the game. They stay parallel. There's such a contact, shoulder to chest, in one side is legal, other side, but okay, I'm not looking for excuse. You ask me why technical foul? Technical foul was their decision. I believe that applying the same criteria was a very fair game. We accept their strengths, their power. It's nice that we push them to play a very high-level game to beat Team Latvia. I just saw that we led the game for 19 minutes. You know, it's something makes me very proud of those guys despite the injury of Dairis Bertens. We played solid, you know, then it can happen during you know, I was moving on a sideline and my belt broke, but it's okay. There's always a plan B. So it's fine, nothing serious. No, it's okay, nothing to analyze. Then one more time, an excellent approach from our side. It's nice to see those guys play with the personality they show in the first 25 minutes. Even when the beginning of the third, they had a small break, timeout, and we come back one possession distance. You have to be perfect when you play teams like Canada. And it's nice that the next 2 games will be with Spain and Brazil. So same level of basketball. I really wish to show the same level of efficiency and competitiveness. I know it's difficult, energy are going down. You know, the game with France took a lot of energy from our legs, from our mind. Play every single duel with such teams like Canada burns a lot of energy because you try to go over your limits, and it costs, for example, sharpness on shooting. That is one of our main weapons, let's say. But I really wish to have now the time to reset and to prepare in the next round to have 2 more great games, because that's what we need and that's what we wish arriving in World Cup. That's the level we want to compete. And it's nice that the next 2 games will be against 2 great teams like Spain and Brazil.
Coach, Žagars was again productive in the first half, less so in the second half. Was it Canada's adjustments or the fatigue that you spoke about?
Yeah, I believe it's a matter of also, let's say, I don't believe from their side was a kind of adjustment because they know him very well, especially after the game with France. They target him as a potential threat for their defense. He was good, like all his teammates. It's normal that with his body, his size, his age, and his shape, you know, play so many minutes at such a level of exposure, cost energy. So let's say that's the level we want to compete. That's the type of stress we have to handle. Same story in the next games.
And we'll take one more question for Coach, if there are any. Yeah, go ahead.
Give us, please, a short comment on Pasechnik's. What was the decision to not let to play today?
No, I was connected with technical, tactical choices, trying to have more mobility on both hands, offensively and defensively. They choose to play most of the game with Olinik at the 5 position. It stretched the floor a lot, and offensively, we want to try to take advantages also of the versatility of our big men. You know, so I decide to go through the mobility and through the versatility. I know that in a roster I have choices and opportunities, and I choose for the best for our team.
Great, thank you, Coach. And that will conclude the first part of our press conference here tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.